Welcome back to Power Breakfast on CNBC TV 18. Now, how did all those overnight market cues, the Asian market cues, how is all that going to be impacting our Indian markets? We have a team of research joining in with us, set you up for trade, tell you important stocks to watch out for, as well as cues in the world of F&O. First up, let's go across to Hormaz, who's waiting by to tell us what are we watching out for in terms of important cues for today. Could we expect a bit of green today as well, Hormaz? Good morning.
Morning, Vinny. And of course, all eyes will be on the RBI governor today as to what kind of policy does he manage to deliver, because the Nifty has already risen 200 points in 2 sessions in anticipation of a strong RBI policy. And but despite this 200-point rise, it is struggling to cross that 24,900 to 25,000 range, which is turning out to be a barrier for a pretty long period of time now. But the good part is that the Nifty is making higher lows on the charts. The intraday lows have been increasing over the last 3 trading sessions, as you could see there. Yesterday's low also of 24,600 now, which means that the base is shifting higher. The Nifty Bank, though, continues to remain choppy, as was the case in yesterday's trading session as well. But in anticipation of the policy today, banks, realty, auto, all of them will be in focus today. The realty index has already risen 5% this week in anticipation of the policy. Now, the street has already priced in a 25 basis points rate cut here. But now if the rate cut is more than 25, of course, that can be a positive for the market. It could help in a breakout above that 24,900 to 25,000 range. So that will be something that will be eyed by the street. And the majority of CNBC TV 18 citizens MPC are also anticipating a 25 bips rate cut. But what is more important is the future trajectory of how many more rate cuts will the RBI deliver over the course of the next 12 months is something that the street will have their eyes on. And 56,000 is a barrier for the Nifty Bank. But of course, our more than dovish policy can negate all of these levels. But for now, the GIFT Nifty is indicating a slightly subdued start for our own markets. Will be interesting to see how the policy turns out.
Absolutely, Hormaz. Thank you so much for that. But let's move on and go across to Ria, who's here to tell us which are the important stocks to watch out for in today's trading session. Good morning, Ria.
Good morning, Vinny. Let's take a look at the stocks to watch out for in today's trade. First up, we have IREDA launching its rupees 4,500 crore QIP. They've launched this QIP yesterday and they've set the floor price at rupees 173.83 per share. Ashoka Buildcon will also be in focus today. They've received 5 LOIs, cumulatively worth rupees 1,390 crores from Motors Vehicles Department from Maharashtra. Moving on, 2 blocks are expected today. Sources say that on Bajaj Finserv, the promoter entities Bajaj Holdings and Jamnalal Sons are likely to sell up to 1.94% stake in the company. The floor price has been set at a 3.3% discount to the current market price. For ZF Commercial as well, sources say that a block deal is likely to happen on this front as well. The promoter WABCO is likely to sell a stake up to 3.13%, and the floor price has been set at a 10% discount to the current market price for this one. Moving on to JSW Energy, this one will remain in focus. They've commissioned 281 megawatts of organic renewable energy capacity, and further the company's arm has also signed a power purchase agreement for STU connected 250 megawatt wind capacity with Adani Electricity Mumbai. Praj Industries to also be in focus today. They've collaborated with Enersur SA for a biorefinery project in Paraguay. Keep your eye out on Coal India as well. They've signed a non-binding MOU with India Port Rail and Ropeway Corporation for the development of rail infra for Coal India. So keep your eye out on all of these stocks today.
Okay, Ria, thank you so much for that. And finally, Sudarshan is waiting by to tell us what's going to be happening in the world of F&O today. Good morning, Sudarshan.
Good morning, Vinny. So it was the second straight day of healthy gains for our major indices, but overnight cues are looking largely subdued, and it's reflected in GIFT Nifty, which is indicating a start with minor cuts. Even it's reflecting in the flows in the both cash market and the derivative. Yesterday in the cash market, we saw FIs selling more than rupees 200 crore, but DIs have bought more than rupees 2,300 crore. In the derivative market, 2 FIs have sold more than rupees 780 crore, and they have added short positions of more than 3,400 contracts, and their long exposure now reduced to less than 17%. On the call side, major additions were seen in 24,800 and 25,000 call, and on the put side, we have seen addition in 24,700 and 24,800. Support for Nifty now seen somewhere around 24,600, and first resistance remains around 24,900. If Nifty crosses that, next resistance comes around 25,080. 3 stocks are in the band: Manappuram Finance, AB Fashion, and Chambal Fertilizer.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Sudarshan. We'll keep an eye out on those list of other stocks that will be there and focus on the back of F&O as well. But